Hello, and welcome to this brief overview of contract compliance pertaining to DBE and payment requirements. Hopefully you'll find this information useful. Please feel free to share this video with anyone who might benefit from it. First, let's talk a bit about prompt payment and payment reporting. Note that both prompt payment and payment reporting do not only apply to DBEs. Once the contractor receives payment from the agency, the subcontractors, both DBE and non-DBE, must be paid within 7 days. Payments to subcontractors, both DBE and non-DBE, must be reported in the ADOT LPA DBE system by the last day of each month. If there is no payment to a particular subcontractor for that month, the subcontractor must still report this as a $0 payment. Failure to report all payments to subcontractors may result in sanctions. And honestly, who wants to be sanctioned? Now we'll talk briefly about termination, substitution, and/or reduction of work, also known as TSR. The TSR requirements only apply to committed DBEs. A committed DBE is a DBE firm that was listed on the affidavits at the time of bid opening. The TSR process begins as soon as it has been determined that a DBE's work will be impacted. The agency must be given a heads up by phone or email within 24 hours of the first sign of any change. The contractor must formally request the termination, substitution, or reduction of work for a committed DBE by submitting the TSR form available from the agency, along with any supporting documentation to the agency for approval. Following the agency's approval for the submitted TSR form, amended DBE summary and individual affidavits must be submitted to the agency for approval when replacing a committed DBE with another committed DBE. It's important to follow all TSR requirements, including notification within 24 hours so possible sanctions may be avoided. If a replacement for a committed DBE cannot be found, good faith documentation must be submitted to the agency within 7 days of approval of the TSR form. The next few slides discuss commercially useful functions, also known as CUFs. The agencies conduct project site visits on the contract to confirm that DBEs are performing a CUF. These CUF reviews confirm that a contractor can credit expenditures to a DBE subcontractor towards DBE goals. A DBE performs a CUF when it is responsible for execution of the work of a contract and carries out its responsibilities by actually performing, managing, and supervising the work involved. If the DBE is performing or exercising responsibility for at least 30% of the total cost of its contract with its own workforce, the agency will presume that the DBE is performing a commercially useful function. Certification of payments, also known as COPs, must be submitted for all DBEs on a project. The contractor must submit a COP within 30 days of final payment for each DBE working on the project. The COPs are submitted to the agency. If you want your COPs approved, be sure to verify that the dollar amount on the COP matches the dollar amount in the ADOT LPA DBE system. Last but certainly not least, let's touch on meeting the DBE goal. Please keep in mind that only work performed by DBEs and monies paid to DBEs for work performed count towards the DBE goal. To avoid those irritating sanctions, continually monitor the contract throughout its lifespan to ensure that the DBE goal will be met. Thank you so much for your time, and again, we hope that this information will benefit you.